Hello friends, welcome to our channel The Erudition Bodo. Today in this video we will discuss about question paper, UPSCIAS Civil Services Preliminary Examination, 2020 General Studies, GS Paper I Questions paper. Let's check out the question along with its answer. 1. With reference to the carbon nanotubes, consider the following statement. 1. They can be used as the carriers of drugs and antigens in the human body. 2. They can be made into the artificial blood capillaries for an injured part of human body. 3. They can be used in biochemical senses. 4. Carbon nanotubes are biodegradable. Which of the statements given above are correct? But 1 and 2 only. B 2, 3 and 4 only. C 1, 3 and 4 only. D 1, 2, 3 and 4. Answer D. 2. Consider the following activities. 1. Spraying pesticides on a crop field. 2. Inspecting the craters of active volcanoes. 3. Collecting breath samples from spouting whales for DNA analysis. At the present level of technology, which of the above activities can be successfully carried out by using drones? But 1 and 2 only. B 2 and 3 only. C 1 and 3 only. D 1, 2 and 3. Answer D. 3. The experiment will employ a trio of spacecraft flying in formation in the shape of an equilateral triangle that has sides 1 million kilometers long, with lasers shining between the craft. The experiment in question refers to A. Voyager 2. B. New Horizons. C. LISA Pathfinder. D. Evolved LISA. Answer D. Question number 4. Consider the following statements. 1. Genetic changes can be introduced in the cells that produce eggs or sperms of a prospective parent. 2. A person's genome can be edited before birth at the early embryonic stage. 3. Human-induced pluripotent stem cells can be injected into the embryo of a pig. Which of the statements given above is correct? But 1 only. B 2 and 3 only. C 2 only. D 1, 2 and 3. Answer D. Question number 5. What is the importance of using pneumococcal conjugate vaccines in India? These vaccines are effective against pneumonia as well as meningitis and sepsis. Dependence on antibiotics that are not effective against drug-resistant bacteria can be reduced. These vaccines have no side effects and cause no allergic reactions. Select the correct answer using the code given below. But 1 only. B 1 and 2 only. C 3 only. D 1, 2 and 3. Answer B. Question number 6. In India, the term public key infrastructure is used in the context of A. Digital security infrastructure. B. Food security infrastructure. C. Healthcare and education infrastructure. D. Telecommunication and transportation infrastructure. Answer A. Question number 7. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the general difference between plant and animal cells? Plant cells have cellulose cell walls whilst animal cells do not. Plant cells do not have plasma membrane unlike animal cells which do. Mature plant cell has one large vacuole whilst animal cell has many small vacuoles. Select the correct answer using the code given below. But 1 and 2 only. B 2 and 3 only. C 1 and 3 only. D 1, 2 and 3. Answer C. Question number 8. Which of the following are the reasons, factors for exposure to benzene pollution? Automobile exhaust. Tobacco smoke. Wood burning. Using varnished wooden furniture. Using products made of polyurethane. Select the correct answer using the code given below. But 1, 2 and 3 only. B 2 and 4 only. C 1, 3 and 4 only. D 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Answer D. Question number 9. If another global financial crisis happens in the near future, which of the following actions, policies are most likely to give some immunity to India? Not depending on short-term foreign borrowings. Opening up to more foreign banks. Maintaining full capital account convertibility. Select the correct answer using the code given below. But 1 only. B 1 and 2 only. C 3 only. D 1, 2 and 3. Answer A. Question number 10. If you withdraw T100,000 in cash from your demand deposit account at your bank, the immediate effect on aggregate money supply in the economy will be A. To reduce it by 1 rupee 00000. B. To increase it by 1 rupee 00000. C. To increase it by more than 1 rupee 00000. D. To leave it unchanged. Answer D. Question number 11. With reference to the cultural history of India, which one of the following is the correct description of the term parameters? At the earliest Dharmashastra texts written in aphoristic, sutra style. B. Philosophical schools that did not accept the authority of Vedas. C. Perfections whose attainment led to the Bodhisattva path. D. Powerful merchant guilds of early medieval South India. Answer C. Question number 12. In the context of Indian history, the Rakmabai case of 1884 revolved around women's right to gain education, age of consent, restitution of conjugal rights. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1 and 2 only. B 2 and 3 only. C 1 and 3 only. D 1, 2 and 3. Answer B. Question number 13. Indigo cultivation in India declined by the beginning of the 20th century because of A. Peasant resistance to the oppressive conduct of planters. B. Its unprofitability in the world market because of new inventions. C. National leaders' opposition to the cultivation of indigo. D. Government control over the planters. Answer B. Question number 14. Wellesley established the Fort William College at Calcutta because A. He was asked by the board of directors at London to do so. B. He wanted to revive interest in Oriental learning in India. C. He wanted to provide William Carey and his associates employment. D. He wanted to train British civilians for administrative purposes in India. Answer D. Question number 15. With reference to the history of India, Ulgulan, or the Great Tumult, is the description of which of the following events? A. The Revolt of 1857. B. The Mappila Rebellion of 1921. C. The Indigo Revolt of 1859-60. D. Birsa Munda's Revolt of 1899-1900. Answer D. Question number 16. With reference to the scholars, literateurs of ancient India, consider the following statements. Panini is associated with Pushyamitra Shunga. Amarasimha is associated with Harshavardhana. Kalidasa is associated with Chandragupta II. Which of the statements given above is correct? 1 and 2 only. B 2 and 3 only. C 3 only. D 1, 2 and 3. Answer C. Question number 17. In the context of recent advances in human reproductive technology, pronuclear transfer is used for A. Fertilization of egg in vitro by the donor sperm. B. Genetic modification of sperm-producing cells. C. Development of stem cells into functional embryos. D. Prevention of mitochondrial diseases in offspring. Answer D. Question number 18. With the present state of development, artificial intelligence can effectively do which of the following? Bring down electricity consumption in industrial units. Create meaningful short stories and songs. Disease diagnosis. Text-to-speech conversion. Wireless transmission of electrical energy. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1, 2, 3 and 5 only. D 1, 3, and 4 only. C 2, 4, and 5 only. D 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Answer D. Question number 19. With reference to visible light communication, VLC technology, which of the following statements are correct? VLC uses electromagnetic spectrum wavelengths 375 to 780 nanometers. VLC is known as long-range optical wireless communication. VLC can transmit large amounts of data faster than Bluetooth. VLC has no electromagnetic interference. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1, 2 and 3 only. B 1, 2 and 4 only. C 1, 3 and 4 only. D 2, 3 and 4 only. Answer C. Question number 20. With reference to blockchain technology, consider the following statements. It is a public ledger that everyone can inspect, but which no single user controls. The structure and design of blockchain is such that all the data in it are about cryptocurrency only. Applications that depend on basic features of blockchain can be developed without anybody's permission. Which of the statements given above is correct? 1 only. B 1 and 2 only. C 2 only. D 1 and 3 only. Answer D. Question number 21. A parliamentary system of government is one in which all political parties in the parliament are represented in the government. B. The government is responsible to the parliament and can be removed by it. C. The government is elected by the people and can be removed by them. D. The government is chosen by the parliament but cannot be removed by it before completion of a fixed term. Answer B. Question number 22. Which part of the Constitution of India declares the ideal of welfare state? A. Directive Principles of State Policy. B. Fundamental Rights. C. Preamble. D. 7th Schedule. Answer A. Question number 23. Consider the following statements. The Constitution of India defines its basic structure in terms of federalism, secularism, fundamental rights and democracy. The Constitution of India provides for judicial review to safeguard the citizens' liberties and to preserve the ideals on which the Constitution is based. Which of the statements given above is correct? 1 only. B 2 only. C both 1 and 2. D neither 1 nor 2. Answer B. Question number 24. One common agreement between Gandhism and Marxism is the final goal of a stateless society. B. Class struggle. C. Abolition of private property. D. Economic determinism. Answer. Question number 25. In the context of India, which one of the following is the characteristic appropriate for bureaucracy? A. An agency widening the scope of parliamentary democracy. B. An agency for strengthening the structure of federalism. C. An agency for facilitating political stability and economic growth. D. An agency for the implementation of public policy. Answer D. To be continued part 2. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do it right now. Have a nice day and sayonara.